Hey YouTubers, Junkmaster J here. I haven't done a scrapping video in a while, so I just thought I'd bust out this old water meter that was given to me. The reason I wanted to scrap this is because most of the housing is in yellow brass. And I love brass. I love brass almost as much as copper, if not more, because it seems to be, you can find more of it. It's easier to find. And you know, it's used in a lot of things. You'd be surprised, actually. So this whole water meter was brass. I did take the time to take it apart beforehand and found a couple interesting things about it. And I'll show you them as I go on. So the first thing that I took off was this little vacuum breaker or backflow preventer. I thought I could use that, and both of these ends came off pretty easy too. They go from 3/4 inch like a standard hose up to 5/8 to fit the meter. I take both of those off. I have male and female end, all with good gaskets in it too. As you can see, there's gaskets in that. They're all good. So I was planning on keeping those, which left me with the main housing, which was a Badger meter, and there's the inside of it. We had 65 gallons through it. And the reason that it was no good is because this plate was broke. This little meter plate simply came off by taking this screw out, and it just turned and came off. Next thing I noticed was there's nothing between the housing where the water goes through and the meter. I'll get back to that later though. Pretty interesting. Next, I took the bottom housing plate off. So there's all the bolts out of there. The bolts again I'll probably keep, so I'm going to put those over here. This one, yeah, what the hell. Plate's no good. This is cast, so that'll go in with my cast. And I'm left with this plastic manifold or whatever. More plastic. So this is as far as I got, so I'm gonna pause it for a minute and take this apart. Okay, well that was fairly easy. This is just another rubber manifold or gasket that came off. These two pieces slid up and out, leaving this internal pump or meter. Look at that a little bit. Oh, you can see it moves. And then there's just a piece of plastic. And the rest is just a housing. This is, that's it. I mean, there's just a big brass housing. So, I'll weigh that. That's got some weight to it. But on the most part, here's everything inside one of these water meters. It's a pretty fast strip. You can see, probably a couple minutes, 10 tops. And then I'll show you more about this meter here in a minute. Put a little WD-40 in here, and now this moves enough to show you what the water does. The water was coming in here, if I'm not correct. Let's see. Actually, it was probably coming in this end and going out that way. So you can see there's a wall inside this diaphragm, or inside this pump. The water would come in, go around and out, and spin this propeller, which the top is a magnet, and then that sits through the brass. And it's hard to do with one hand, so I'll hold on for a minute. There we go. As I move around, you see the little dial will move. If we go the right way like that. And then eventually the big dial will move too. So it's all run on magnetics. Actually, I pull it out of that housing, and it's a cool little self-contained unit. You can see it's all self-contained, run with a magnet. I'm gonna keep that. That's cool as hell. It can be used for an art piece or something. Anyway, this is a good couple pounds of brass. The rest of that I'm gonna keep. Got a few ounces of cast, plastic junk. It's a quick tear down, a quick few dollars.